Mr. Lunman here. So we're going to be looking this week at dividing, which is, remember this symbol here. If you're ever in my class, we do something like this to remember it. Blub, blub. And we're going to learn about the two things that this can mean. It either means that we're sharing it out, or we're grouping it and we're putting it into groups. Okay, so I'll show you what I mean. So for example, say let's do the same sum because it'll be easier to see. If we do 8 divided by 2 is equal to. Okay, there are two ways of doing this, and it depends on how we say it. And often when we come to maths, it comes to how the question is written will depend on what we have to do. So this might say, I have 8, I share them into 2 equal groups. Okay, so I've got 8, so I need to get myself 8 of something. It doesn't really matter what you have. You could get 8 counters, you could get 8 pencils, you could get 8 cups. I'm going to do 8 dots so you can see them on my board. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's my 8. And it says I'm going to share them into 2 equal groups. Okay, so I'm going to write the word share up here so I don't forget about it for later. Share, or shared into really. I'm going to write shared into. So I've got 8, I've shared them into 2 equal groups. So let's make my 2 equal groups. Again, doesn't really matter as long as you've got 2 equal groups. And now I'm going to share them out. So sharing is 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you, so we get the same. Yeah, we kind of know that that goes back to reception when we're sharing things with other people, or if you're sharing with your brothers and sisters at home. So 1 for you, 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 1 for you. And so what we want to think about now is, I'll know I've done it correctly if they've got the same number in, or maybe not correctly is the wrong word, but I'll know I've done it, or I think I'll have done it, if the numbers are the same. If they're not the same, well, we know it can't be done equally, so we've got to check really carefully that we've done it properly. Another way to check is I can count how many there are. If I count how many there are, there should be 8. Exactly right, there should be 8 altogether. I haven't got any more, I haven't got any less because I've got 8. So 8 shared into 2 equal groups, there are how many in each group? There are 4 in each group, okay? And so this is where we need to be a bit careful. So now though, we can show you that it means the same to put them into groups. Okay, so so far we've done 8 shared into 2 equal groups, there are 4 in each group. So now though, we can start using the word groups. Okay, into groups of. So let's draw some more. So I need 8 more again, so we'll do it on this side this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got 8, and I'm going to use a different colour just to show you. Rather than shared into, we're going to say put into groups of. And this is where we need to be really careful, because remember back to multiply last week, we used the word groups of. But this time we're not doing 8 groups of 2, because that doesn't quite work. It doesn't quite mean the same thing. We've got 8, we're going to put them into groups of 2. We're going to put them into 2s. Okay, but it said 3 there, 8 put into groups of 3. We put them into 3s. Okay, so let's put them into groups of 2. So there's a group of 2. Can you see now I've made a group of 2? Okay, there's a group of 2, there's a group of 2, there's a group of 2. Another mistake that's often made here is that we look at that and we go, right, there's 2 in each group. So 8 put into groups of 2, there were 2 in each group. But again, the language we need to use is slightly different. We know the answer's 4 because we did it a minute ago because we shared it. One of you can spot where there's 4. Yeah, there's 4 groups, exactly that, yeah. So there are 4 equal groups, okay? The key thing here is to make sure that we get the same answer. There are lots of questions that require sharing and grouping on your plan. So the main thing to look for is that they are both the same. So if you want to do the same sum twice and see if it still comes out the same answer. But the whole idea is you can actually share and you can group and it means exactly the same thing, okay? So here we've got sharing, 8 shared into 2 equal groups, there are 4 in each group. You can see that there's 8, I shared them into 2 groups, there's 4 in each group. 8 put into groups of 2, there are 4 equal groups of 2. And that relates back to that multiplying, doesn't it? Because I've got 4 equal groups of 2. Okay, so it all links together quite nicely. We're going to do some more on that later in the week. Have fun with maths. Make sure you send me what you've done.